I realised that the choreography needed to be full of these, or embedded with these little jewels for Lois, these photogenic moments. So rather than just choreography that was concerned with a particular flow of movement to convey a psychological or emotional or conceptual idea, it indeed had to, the primacy of the function of the movement material was to actually showcase the dancers in mid-air in really interesting configurations, so that when Lois came back into the rehearsal studio, she had something that was really rich and interesting to photograph.
When we started talking about this, I explained to Gary, well, 30 years ago I got my start as a photojournalist working in theaters shooting dress rehearsals. And I was very comfortable with that for 10 years, but I got away from that, and I've worked in the studio since the early 80s in a photographic studio with photographic strobe lights, where my camera's on a tripod, and I ask the dancers to be where I want them to be, when I want them to be there, and I put the light there. So I said, gee, I don't know if I could really do this kind of work again. I don't do live action anymore. And I guess I kind of like got backed into it, because I thought somehow that I wasn't going to have to do that, but I was pretty scared having to do that. And the fact that everything I shoot goes up on the screen was a little bit intimidating. And following the action, because I'm so close to the action on stage that I'm doing this radical zoom, and they're up, they're down, they're here, they're there. So it was a big challenge for me. I think at the beginning I got more nervous because the dancers are quintessential professionals, and I'm a novice performer. So I was definitely a little nervous about, when do I go out, when do I go back, you know, how do I execute the little different things I have to do. I'm not really used to that kind of quick action stuff. So I was really pretty nervous. And the technology evolved over the few years we've been doing this, and when we started out it wasn't quite as secure, so that added to my pressures and lack of confidence being on the stage. But now, with many, many performances under our belt, it is a bit like second nature to me, and I'm not really nervous anymore.